I remember that moment where I was like, I'm tired of being financially stable and unhappy.
What's up, everybody? My name is Symone Titania Major, and you are here at the NDC.
So yeah, this is all
I have the most beautiful Ale Mor and Wizzmer. Thank y'all so much for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. When did you fall in love with music?
I think when I was really young. I mean, at 8, I was already like putting my whole family. I would tell them that it was like showtime in 5 minutes, and they would all have to sit on the couch, and I would just sing songs a cappella. Actually, no, maybe a little bit older. When I moved to this country from Colombia, I remember I would listen to like 3 particular CDs. I had a little Discman.
Okay.
And then I would listen to 3 CDs on repeat when I had just moved here, and that helped me cope with the transition and helped me learn English because it was 3 CDs in English. So
wow. Well, who were
cool.
the 3? Do you remember the CDs?
Oh, of course.
Specifically?
It was Norah Jones' "Come Away With Me."
Yes, you give me Norah Jones vibes. Oh my gosh. Okay, who else?
It was Whoa Nelly Furtado.
Yeah.
And it was Diana Krall's "Live in Paris."
Oh, we gotta share playlists.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's all I listen to.
For me, falling in love with music, for me it was like when you start dating someone,
Right.
but you're not in love. You're like trying and doing, but you're not thinking about it.
But you know it feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. That was it. I remember I was like 23 when I realized it. I said, okay, I love this. I want to do my music. I want to play the cuatro, the guitar that I play.
Right.
But I want to play this kind of music, and I want to do it this way. Like same
Like
with
a
the relationship. Like
a
okay,
relationship.
let's move together.
But
Or let's do this. Are we dating? I'm your boyfriend,
What
or
is
that
this? Exactly.
happened. with
And
the
so
music.
just like in a relationship, right? It's like, this feels good. I like this person. I like how they make me feel. I like how we are together. But at what point in your life do you lock in that relationship? What point do you say, oh, this isn't just a hobby. This isn't just fun. This is what I want to do. I want to be a musician and a singer.
I was 26, and I had already been through the whole like mindset of you have to have a steady job, you have to have financial security, you have to have, which I guess with this whole pandemic everybody has really realized that there's no such thing as financial security, really. I had a moment where I remember I was clocking out of my job at Nordstrom. I was working at Nordstrom. I was selling men's shoes at Nordstrom.
Girl, I sold lingerie in Nordstrom's. I'm with you.
Listen, so I was like clocking out, and it was like 10:30, and I was exhausted, and I had a gig the night before, and I was just like, what am I doing? You know, it was one of those moments where I was like, okay, and I made the decision, and then maybe like a month later, I put in my 2 weeks, and I started to venture into the world of freelance. You know, like, okay, how do I do this? And then I got a job as a music teacher at a preschool. And then I moved from there out of the preschool world into the gigging world completely. But I remember that moment where I was like, I'm tired of being financially stable and unhappy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be happy, because I don't really know when, you know.
I've reached that point like many times, and one of those was when I quit the university. I was studying electronic engineering, and I called my mom. My mom actually she gave me a house. I was living in a different city.
Right.
And she bought a house under my name. Like, this is gonna be.
Your mom brought you a house under your name. Okay.
This is gonna be your house, and I was like, carried that. You know, like, oh, you know, my mom gave me this, so I have to finish the college because because of my career. But I don't care about my career because I want to be a musician. But you know, at least I can do this for my mom. And say, what the. No, the life is not like that. And I remember when I called my mom and said, Mom, I don't want if I don't know if you want me to rent the house or sell the house and give the money to you, you know, whatever you want. But I'm moving someone else because I'm not gonna be an engineer. I'm gonna be a musician.
You're gonna be a musician.
And I will do it. Like I'll figure it out.
Wow, that is an amazing story to have such a weight, literally a house, you know, which is an amazing thing. But sometimes I think we want to work up to that.
It was too heavy.
And so I really commend you for choosing your love and your passion, you know, for choosing music. And then that brings me to my next segue. LJams. Yes. What is LJams? Where did it come from? What is this soulful Spanglish love groove vibe that you have every week?
Okay. I was broke here when I moved here, and I was doing music, but at some point I was broke, and I started open mic, but with, you know, playing my cuatro. I'm not a singer, so I was inviting singers on stage to sing with me and say I can play whatever you want, and the people, you know, singers and musicians started coming and coming and coming and coming every Thursday for 8 months. At the beginning it was just myself and like 8 people in the crowd. Like,
Right.
it was a coffee shop.
This is pre-pandemic.
So,
Pre-pandemic. Okay.
pandemic came. You know, the curfew, the lockdown and everything. Said, okay, there is no more arena and festivals and traveling and no more like live shows. Okay, so this very good friend Victor, he called me. He said, "Wizzmer, I have this warehouse. I need to do something."
What can I do? So wait
Sorry.
a minute. Are you telling me that LJams stemmed from the pandemic?
Yes.
But that is it's so polished. It seems like you've been doing that for years. Like, you are in a full-on set. Like, this is exciting. And the fact that you open that up to local artists is something that really resonates with me. I've been following your IG page also, and I noticed that you have Music Mondays.
Yeah.
More
music.
More Music Mondays, sorry. So more Music Mondays. And you're also giving a platform to local artists as well, because you do your own rendition, like a cover of local artists. Not big artists, but like the local artists who we work with, who are big to us.
Yeah, exactly.
So what made you start that? Did that also stem from pandemic, or that was before? That was beforehand?
No, that also stemmed. So it's funny because we kind of like give each other ideas and then we execute them.
Yes.
So I was like, hey, you should do this open mic thing again. And then LJam was born. And then he was like, you know, people don't really cover their friends' music. And I was like, right. And then I was like, well, I have this More Music Monday thing, and I was gonna do it with just, you know, covers of whoever I feel like singing. But how cool would it be to, like, it feels really cool when someone sings your song. We kind of like came up with that idea of like, well, I'm just gonna sing my friends' songs.
And I told her, do it yourself. Not with me. Just you and the piano.
And it's so beautiful.
Thank
because
you.
when you're singing the music, it's very soulful. It's so soulful. You can take an indie song, you can take a hip hop song, you can take any genre of music, and your vocals on that,
Thank
it's
you.
like butter. It's like butter. It's like butter. I'm still practicing Spanish. So, ¿cómo se dice
¿Cómo se dice?
the voice en español?
La voz.
La voz?
La voz.
La voz.
I was on that show on season 2 of La Voz. For sure, a learning experience. Just because I'm very much like in the moment, organic, this is what's happening, you know? And even though from what you saw behind the scenes for LJam, it is a very polished, let's say, product or show, but there's something so real about it, you know? And I love preserving that. Like, I want to make sure that stays there forever, no matter how big the show gets.
Absolutely.
Right? That's something that doesn't really happen on TV.
Right, exactly.
TV is very, you know, for what TV is, it's very produced.
Yes, it is.
And everything is like perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't
you know?
offer much opportunity for creativity, which is what we do. We're creative.
Or improv.
Or improvisation,
Or, you know, and it's like, okay, so
Yeah.
I I learned what it was like to be in the TV world. And I learned I've been learning what it's like to be in the music world. And so it was one of those things where I was like, okay, I'm here. I'm enjoying every moment of it because I chose to, to do this, and I'm here and I'm grateful for the opportunity. But that's not my world.
Right. You just talked about your latest project. You have an album that's coming out with your band. So first, if you can give me the name of your band, the name of the album, and when we can expect it.
The band is called Los Wizards, like that in Spanglish, and the album is called Spanglish Love.
Spanglish Love,
Spanglish
which you
Love.
have tatted on your arm. I think you just showed
that's
me.
commitment right there.
That is commitment. You can't let that go now. That's it.
And this is a very Miami band, with a mix of cultures, and with the flow, with the feeling, with the Latin vibe, but the American vibe, but the Jamaican vibe, the Cuban flavor, everything on one album. It's a shake of
So we're gonna be able to get up and dance, or is it more of like
for sure you're gonna dance?
Alright, cool. That's what I need.
Absolutely
I love
gonna dance,
dancing.
yeah.
I have my very first EP coming out next year.
Okay.
And it's also in Spanglish, but in a different way. I write songs in English and in Spanish. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it.
Okay.
It's really cool. It's an album that has, every song was written for a specific person, and it was either like someone that I was dating at the moment or someone that was like a heartbreak. And the last one that I wrote was for me. It was like my own, like my moment of like, breakthrough of self-love, and it's a spoken word in Spanish.
It's spoken word?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I can't
So
wait
it's
to
really,
hear it.
it's really exciting. I'm so excited about
Wow, and
it.
I can tell that you're passionate about it. When you both speak about your projects, you are shining this light through.
Hi. So you can follow me on Instagram at Ale Mor Music. That's ALEMOR Music.
And you can find myself as Wizzmer, WIZZMER, and see you guys around.
I am Symone Titania Major, and this is the Indie Seat. You can find me at SymoneTitania.com. I want to thank Context of a Generation for producing the Indie Seat. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out these two amazing artists. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Y'all be blessed. Have a good one. Be bold and shine bright. The Indie Seat. The Indie Seat. So that was the Indie Seat. If you like what you saw and you want to be a partner, or if you want to collaborate with us, even if you're an artist and you want to submit your work, check out our website, contextofageneration.org, or go ahead and submit an email to us at submit@contextofageneration.org. And for all the artists, make sure you put your name, your social media handles, and attach some of your work as well. And for those who are interested in being a partner or collaborating, please email us and we would love to reach back out. Peace. That was the Indie Seat. Thank you.